Today, we're gonna be seeing if Nintendo patched any glitches in the newest update of Super Mario Odyssey. This update was released for the Switch 2 and they claim to have not touched any glitches, but we're gonna put that to the test. And without further ado, I hope you enjoy the video. Now the first glitch that we're doing is the Cheep release clip. Just before we do start though, I am going to be showing that we are on Switch 2, and we are on version 1.4, which is so weird. And for the release clip, we're just going to want to grab a Cheep and bring it over to this peg place over here. Now, bring the Cheep inside of it to where its shadow is partially on, kind of like that. Then hold B and uncapture. If you do that correctly, you should be able to go right through. I have a feeling this one will still work. Yep, there it is. Right inside the wall. We're still working with this one. It's really good to see that this one still works because that would probably mean that all the release clips still work, which is really exciting. So we don't have to worry about those, which is really good. From here, there are a couple things that I do want to show you to get you started, but I'm going to leave you guys to find all the small things. First of all, we can see these really weird large boxes around some of the areas. So there's the one around the maze over there, and the one on Captain Toad. Next thing we can do is kind of just go behind the dome. We can see it all from behind, and it looks really cool. And now the last thing that I want to show you is that you can go into the Captain Toad room. So for this, you're just going to want to dive below the dome. Then you should be able to go out of the water because it just ends. Then do a Cappy Hat dive into this water and get pretty close to the center, just like this. Okay, I guess we weren't close enough. And now that we're close enough, we just ground pound down, and we can go visit him. Just make sure you don't go out until you're below the death barrier like we are right now, and you have this whole new area to explore. From here, it's just another layer of exploration, so see what you can find. But anyways, it's off to the next glitch test. Now, the next glitch that we're going to be testing is the Glide-On clip at the observation deck. So you're just going to want to grab Glide-On, and you're going to want to bring him below the observation deck in here. If you don't want to jump in the window, there's also these 4 blocks that you can break right below the observation deck and get him in that way. Just get him in here and you're good. But from here, you're going to want to go between the pipe like this, and just double tap B. If you do it correctly, the glitch should activate, and it still works on Switch 2, which is very exciting. But from here, we're able to go everywhere once again. Just make sure you land on this platform so that you have a good place to respawn. It's really fun to just kind of fly around the kingdom, finding a whole bunch of random things. Like there's this platform over here that we can go on. We can go inside of this gap over here, go over onto this huge hunk of land over here, go in jail with all of these guys, and we can jump over here. There's still a lot of different places that we could go, but there's too many to show in this video, so I encourage you to explore. But now it's off to the next glitch that we're going to be testing. So the next glitch that we're going to be testing is the corner clip in Lost Kingdom. So for this one, we're going to want to go to this cave entrance, and we're going to want to go over to this corner. Then just kind of crouch at it, and if you do it in the right spot, you should be able to go right through. So kind of crouch at around this angle. It's more on the inside of the cave than on the outside, so just try and keep that in mind, and you should be good. There we go. So this one still works as well, which is always good to see. There we go. So if we do it at the right angle, we can get onto this platform and we can start exploring. So first of all, we can jump down here to get a better view of the place, and we can go into camera mode to kind of look around. There isn't really anywhere else that we could go to that's in bounds because there's very tight platforms around here. Actually, we could go in here, hopefully on top. Okay, we're looking good. Alright, I guess we're stuck in here now. But at least we confirm that the glitch works. But anyways, it's off to the next one. Now, for the next glitch that we're testing, we're doing the letter glitch, because I know a lot of you guys really like this one. So for this one, we're going to want to grab any of the letters. I'm just going to be using A, and we're going to want to bring it up against the wall like this. Next, we're going to want to grab the M, and specifically that one, because we can't do this bit with any other of the letters. And we're going to want to bring him to the A, and just point him up like this. Next, we're going to need the scooter, and we're going to want to put it behind the M and face it towards it. Now, we need to accelerate with the scooter, and right before it hits the M, jump and dismount. Like that. The scooter should be on the M kind of like this. Next, go on top of the M and capture it, and it should move a little bit like that. If it does move like that, wait until it's done and then hold up. Once it's in your letter, uncapture it and capture your letter. If you did that correctly, it should be right out here like this. Now with the A, we can actually clip through every single wall with it. Just make sure you have the steeper side pointing towards it and just kind of ground pound down. There we go. And we can do this with every single building in the kingdom, which is insane. There's also a few other things that we can do with the A, like the infinite jump rope, which should still be working, hopefully. Yep, there we go. We just sit on top of here and rack up infinite jump ropes. If you want to get to max, it'll take a day and a half, but it's pretty well worth it. Now, the last thing that we're going to test with the A is letter hyperspeed. So for this, we need to put it in front of a moving taxi like this. Just uncapture and go to the side like this. Now wait for the letter to go inside of the taxi like this, and just go up one of the corners. If you do that correctly, hyperspeed should activate. There we go. So now you just hyperspeed your way either across the kingdom or into the void. But now that the letter's been hypersped out of here, we only have 4 of them left. And we can only spell Muriel. I'm pretty sure it's Muriel. And now it's time to test the next glitch. Now for the next glitch that we're going to be testing, we're going to want to come to Snow Kingdom. And we're going to want to go to Shiveria. Now we're going to want to go into the Shiveria race area and capture the Shiverian racer. Here we go, just over here. Now from here, we're going to want to bring him over to this window, and we're going to need to make sure he's not moving like this. Next, we need to press B whenever he lands so that he starts going really high like this. Now, when he's at the height of his jump, around here, you're going to want to uncapture, and if you do that correctly, you should be able to go right through the wall. Oh shoot, I think they might have actually done something to this one. Okay, we're readjusting. Hopefully it still works. I could just also be really bad and not get it. There we go. Okay, we're fine. But now from here, we're able to explore the entire racetrack. You can also hang out with these Shiverians, but that's not as exciting. So if we just jump to the racetrack, we have to be careful of a whole bunch of random death pits. Just make sure you're solid on one, and then just jump over every other one, and you should be good. Well, there's one there. Okay, that one's good. All the slopes are okay and have collision and won't kill you. So this one's okay. That one, the one's over there. Yeah, etc. There's actually a little extra glitch that you can do in here. So here's how you can do it. You just go inside of this crack over here. Make sure you're towards the bottom of it. Okay, so this looks good. Then we just kind of walk towards the wall when we're sinking, and we should be able to go right through it. There we go. From here, we can't really do anything, but we can look beneath the track for a brief amount of time. But yeah, that's just about everything that we can do with this. We can explore this whole area, and we can also see a few other things. But anyways, it's off to the last glitch that we're going to be testing. And for the last glitch that we're going to be testing, we're going to be doing the Panbro out of bounds glitch. So for this one, we're just going to want to grab a Panbro and bring him over to the town over here. Now, we want to break all these boxes since we need to go behind Crazy Cap in a specific corner. There we go. From here, we just need to grab a turnip, specifically the gold one, and we need to juggle the 2 of them until we go behind Crazy Cap. So throw the turnip, go inside of the capture with the hammer bro, move the hammer bro, and then throw the turnip, and so on and so forth. Now that we're back here, we just want to throw the turnip in a corner like that, and re-grab the Panbro. Now, we want to go on top of the turnip, like this, and when the Panbro is at its height of its jump, so like this, you want to press B and hold up, left, or forward. If you do that correctly, you should be able to go right inside of here. And it's also good to see that this one still works on Switch 2, since it's pretty cool. Now, we can do a jump over behind this wall onto a platform over here. There we go. Now from here, we're going to want to long jump below this thing, and then we're going to want to hat jump when we're below it, and then we're going to want to wall jump off of the invisible wall and do a cappy hat dive right inside, right after. So just like this. There we go. Now from here, we are inside of all of this fruit. There isn't really much to do in fruit, so we're gonna leave. Next, we can go over here, and we can see all this area that has invisible floor. We can also go right inside of the slot machine area, but that's not very exciting. But from here, there isn't really much else that we can do. We can fall through the floor, we can look around a little bit, but that's just about it. We're kind of walled in over here, and we just go right below the floor, so we can't exactly go anywhere over there either. But it's still fun to just see Mario walking on nothing. And now those are a few glitches that are confirmed to work on Switch 2 and Super Mario Odyssey. I thought we'd strike out at least once. I feel like we got pretty lucky.